Where does Clemson stand with those June 2nd offers from 2022? We'll take a look at it in this video. Before we do, make sure you like this video if you like the video and subscribe to the YouTube channel so you can stay up to date on all of my exclusive Clemson content I put out every single week. All right, so let's get into it. We're continuing to talk about the 2024 recruiting class, and I'm looking at it chronologically. You know, we had a video where I looked at those early offers, and now we're moving into the June group of offers. We looked at specifically June 1st, and now going into June 2nd, because there was a handful from June 1st, and then more came in from June 2nd, and I wanted to see not only who those players were, but where they stand currently and where Clemson stands with them. So let me pull up the screen for you as we look at those specific players. I have a graphic, as you know I always like to do. All right, so we've got from left to right, top to bottom, June 2nd offers. Mike Matthews, athlete from Parkview High School, Lilburn, Georgia, 2024, 5-star overall. Hey, best player out of Georgia, third best player in the country according to 24/7 Sports Composite. Big time player, has 30 total offers. Clemson, Georgia, Notre Dame, Alabama, Arkansas, and many more. When you look at this guy's film, he is an absolute monster on both sides of the ball. He's a great free safety. He's a great outside wide receiver. He can beat you deep. He's got great route running abilities. He's got great cut moves, and he's got a really good high point of the ball where he can go up and just snag it in the air. And I think that's just what makes him great all around. He could really play both sides of the ball, both wide receiver and free safety, but Clemson seems to be pursuing him for the defensive side of the ball. When you look at who he tags in his social media accounts, it is typically Mickey Khan. But again, he is listed as an athlete over on 24/7 Sports. Again, 5-star overall. He did not come. One note: he did not come to the the January Elite Junior Day. Originally, a lot of people thought he would come to that game, get that event. However, he told my guy Luke Winstall that nobody actually heard that from his mouth, and he's focused on basketball right now. So that's where Mike Matthews is for now. Next up, Emilio, a guard, cornerback, 5'10", 165, according to 24/7 Sports, out of Philadelphia, PA, 4-star overall, 22nd best cornerback in the nation, has 31 total offers, Clemson, Florida State, Alabama, Boston College. And he's a guy who I wrote down just very aggressive at the line of scrimmage, at that point of attack. He likes to use his hands. He's very physical. He doesn't want to let you get away with anything easy off the snap, and he's not afraid to get in there and tackle running backs and cut off stuff to the outside. So just a really aggressive guy that fits what Clemson's looking for. And hey, here's even more good news. You see this guy almost every game. Even though he's from PA, he comes down to Clemson very regularly. So Clemson in a great spot for a guard to be another cornerback for them. Next up is Cam Pringle, offensive tackle. A lot of you are probably familiar with him as he has committed to South Carolina on January 22nd. He was offered by Clemson. Let me see. I got him down here on June 2nd. He was offered by Clemson, back in the summer, and he did visit Clemson. But, again, he was more of a South Carolina lean, I think, even from the beginning. 6'7", 338, 4-star overall, best offensive tackle in the nation, best player out of South Carolina, 46th best player in the country. So a big-time pickup for the Gamecocks. And Clemson, it seems as if in this class they're looking for those offensive tackles to fill in, to backfill what they're going to be losing. And, they really haven't had success yet, but they're still working on it. Next up is Jack Larson, tight end from Notre Dame. I really haven't looked too much into him, but 6'3", 220 pounds from Charlotte, North Carolina, 4-star overall, 7th best tight end in the class, 4th best player out of North Carolina, but was an early commit to the Notre Dame Fighting Irish June 24th. So not but the end of the month after getting offered by Clemson, he went he went in and was offered by, was committed to Notre Dame. He was offered in March by Notre Dame. So obviously felt like that's where he, wanted to go, and we wish him luck there. And then Josiah Thompson, another offensive tackle that Clemson has pursued. Thompson, 6'6", 280 pounds, from Dillon, South Carolina. Another offensive tackle on this list from South Carolina that has crystal balls to South Carolina. So I know a lot of fans out there have been in my been on my social media accounts and been in the comments saying, "Hey, Morgan, what is going on with Clemson and these in-state recruits committing to South Carolina and not Clemson?" And I think it is something to be on notice about. I don't think it's something to be worried about, because Clemson is getting great players from all over the country and all over the Southeast. And South Carolina is not known as a recruiting hotbed for top players. But when you do have top players in the state, you want Clemson to get them, and I think that makes perfect sense. Right now, he's leaning towards Alabama, Clemson, Georgia, Miami, South Carolina. Has 16 total offers. 5th best offensive tackle in the nation, 2nd best player in South Carolina. So it looks like South Carolina is poised to get the top 2 players in the state. Just from these 2 guys on the screen. So Clemson will have a lot of work to do to try to make up that lost ground there if they don't get those guys that they offered. Hey, let me know what you think in the comments. That was 5-minute check-in on the June 2nd offers. Hey, you know how I am, a little bit more than 5 minutes, but hope you'll forgive me here. But let me know in the comments what you think. Clemson's still, I think, in a great spot for a guard. Still, I think in the mix for Mike Matthews. We'll see what the summer brings and what the fall brings with him. As far as those other guys, it seems like the 2 offensive tackles, South Carolina, and then the tight end for Notre Dame. However, we'll continue with these video series, and you'll find out that Clemson already has a tight end that they have fulfilled with their 1 offer for the 2024 recruiting class. Again, if you like the video, and don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel.